Good morning! May bungkag! Logos with me today! Chararun! I'm the sound effect. I'm the sound effect of my own video. Chararun! Because they make me copyright. Mayong buntag, everyone! Sawadee-kap home.
Sawadee-kap home.
Sawadee-kap is Thai. Sawadee-ka is for ladies.
Yeah.
Someone was asking, maybe you can help me answer. They said, if you are not fluent in Thai, will they also know? Is it obvious if someone's listening to you trying to speak Thai language and you're not fluent?
Yeah, it's pretty obvious. But if you have the correct Thai accent, it will be hard for them to tell if you're actually good or not
Okay.
good at Thai.
Maybe you can give us a sample of someone who is very obvious, and if it's not obvious, like let's try. I am going to the market. How would someone who's not obvious try to say it?
Pom, Pai. I don't even know what market means yet in Thai.
Talat.
Talat. Pom, Pai, Talat, Kap.
Okay. Pom, pai, talat, kap.
Chai.
Okay, he's trying to say I'm going to the market, but pom is a pronoun for boys.
Yeah.
And for girls, it's chan. So I would say chan, pai, talat, ka. Pai means go, talat means market, and ka is
a polite way to
say it for women.
Yeah.
How about if you are speaking awkwardly, like someone would really know that you're not fluent? How would you do that?
Like it was like if I said like pom chop kin
Yeah,
like if
Yeah.
you say it's very awkward
yes.
and they'll easily tell. That's what I was struggling with. I always said when I'm talking.
Because you're trying to figure your words out.
Yeah.
Now they will know that this one is not from here.
Yeah.
Diba?
Yeah.
Lift your feet when you're walking, my love.
But when I do talk properly, and then they ask me really hard questions in Thai, I have to tell them, and it feels embarrassing, but I have to tell them that ผมไม่พูดไทยเก่งครับผมพูดไทยนิดหน่อยครับ
Yes, that's correct. And that means,
That means that
hold our money.
I don't talk Thai really well. I'm still like I don't talk Thai really well. I can talk Thai a little bit.
That's true. And you said that very well.
Yeah.
So Kyle has been learning his Thai language. It's very important for someone na matutunan yung pagsasalita nila dito pag dito ka nakatira. So most of the Filipinos who are here, lalo na yung mga matagal na, 5 taon na pataas, marunong na talaga sila magsalita ng Thai. Kyle's Tagalog is quite poor though. And I'm not happy about it.
Don't have a lot of words to speak in Thai. I mean, and
Pero, but kinakausap ko siya, I speak to him in Tagalog and I think some words he understands. Right?
yeah.
Now, it's 7:30 in the morning. Nandito kami sa may subdivision market, morning market. Kahil and I are going to get our favorite Thai food or fruits. Is there any food or fruit that you specifically want today?
I don't like that much fruits unless it's like apple slice, but like I don't usually eat fruits for breakfast.
Okay. But they made your paborito tortang talong.
What is taborita?
Tortang talong.
Oh yes!
Diba? Masaya siya sa tortang talong.
Do we
I
have
want
rice
this
to
one.
go with it?
Of course. And then some egg. I
Oh
want to buy
wait, we need to get lemon so we can make the lemon and soy sauce.
lemon. Okay, yeah. Okay. Mahilig si Kyle sa calamansi, Filipino style. But they don't have calamansi, so let's just buy manaw. Help me get the black grass jelly, our favorite. Chow kuay.
We're gonna have to try to find it.
There's
first.
manaw here, but can you get some manaw? You want some manaw on your soy sauce today?
The lemon?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Get like 2. You have 20 baht. Use your 20 baht. สวัสดีค่ะ
รับเลยจ๊ะ
สวัสดีค่ะก่อน
sorry ครับ
อันนี้
310
ค่ะ
3 ใบนะ
ค่ะ3 ใบค่ะ3 ใบ 10 บาทครับ
someใบ10
10 บาท
ครับ
กลับกันนะคะ
ขอบคุณครับ
ค่ะ Where can we get our black grass jelly? Jelly. There's Chayan on that side, but I need my black grass jelly. So normally, Kahil, the old Kahil who's eating not healthy food, will get himself fried chicken every day. But
Yeah.
now, he's gonna eat home cooked meal. Let's go the other side.
Oh.
So ganito sila magbenta ng ulam dito, guys. Wait lang, I want to show them. Ganito sila magbenta ng ulam, para nakalabador siya. Ayan, iba't ibang klaseng gulay. Pero dito kasi merong pork, merong baboy, merong isda, merong manok.
It smells spicy.
Spicy. Do you need anything to drink
No.
from this guy?
Unhealthy.
Okay. I would love Chayan. If I cannot, if hindi ko makita yung black grass jelly, can you buy Mama that one?
Chayan?
Chayan.
Yeah, but
But
I-
say namuan, nitnoy, nakap.
I'm like,
Oh.
why do you want a lot of sugar?
Uy.
Oh.
Because I'm not gonna be here forever. Ay, mimo ah. That one has pork in it. This one, kauman kay.
Not really eat common guy. You like common guy?
I like pa, pero nagaluto sila ng baboy. They are cooking pork, so I'm quite not sure.
Yeah.
Hey, this one looks nice too. And it has vegetable. So sa mga nagtatanong kung obvious ba na hindi kami fluent or hindi kami taga dito, katulad kung yung mga foreigner ay nasa Pilipinas, yung tinatawag natin na slang, no? Yes, very, very obvious. Very, very obvious, you guys. And sa mga nagsabi, alam niyo nakakatulong yung pag-vlog ko kahapon. Nung sinabi ko sa inyo na marunong ako magsalita kasi maraming nag-contact sa akin today na gusto nila magpa-shopping, personal shopper for their business, and most of them clients abroad. Wala siya na black
Mom, I
grass.
think we come too early to get
Yeah.
the food that we want.
Wala siya black grass. Wala din, no? Bili na lang tayo patungko. Order tayo patungko, then get Chayan. Halika. Mama wants to eat patungko every single day. Please. We have to line up. Si tatay. Merong, Sawadee ka! Ka!
Wow, looks so
Anip,
yummy.
look chai.
คนที่เท่าไหร่
ฮะ
คนโต คนกลางหรือคนเล็ก
คนโท
คนโต
อันนี้13กวบปี13 ปี
วันนี้เอาเท่าไหร่
ค่ะ เอา you want some?
Sibat.
เอาซ้ำ10
Samsip. You're gonna get
30
all.
เหรอ
ค่ะร้อนไหม
ร้อน
โอเค
เวลี่ฮอตมากเลยพี่
ค่ะ เอาซ้ำ10ค่ะ
I think it's kind of hard to tell that I'm your son because I'm tall.
Then I
Taller
will look.
than you.
So what am I? Am I your daughter?
ยูแคนสปิกไทย
พูดไทยเองค่ะ
ได้อะไรต้องบิดเหรอ
ใช่พูดไทยนิดหน่อยครับ
อันนี้เรียนไทยไง
อ๋อ
เรียนก็แต่ไทย
สวิต เอาไหม
ไม่เอา
ไม่มิก
ค่ะ
นะ
ไม่เอา
อันนี้ให้ฟรี
ยืดชิมก็ได้
ชิม
ค่ะ
ฟรี
ขอบคุณนะคะ
Yes ร้อนไหมน่ะ
เอาสังขยาด้วยค่ะ
โอเคสังขยา
แล้วก็เอาดื่มตะโค
soy milk
ใช่
กี่ถุง
you want some soy milk
ดิดวันทูที
one
วัน
แล้วก็น้ำนิดหน่อยค่ะ
น้ำนิดหน่อย
ใส่ซี
ท็อปปิ้ง นี่
อือฮึ
โอเค
ขอบคุณนะคะ
น้ำปลาเล่วันปกตินะ
ค่ะ มันไม่ใช่วันนิดหน่อย
เอานิดหน่อยค่ะลิตเติ้ลบิดนะ
ค่ะ ไม่เอาวันIto lang yung negosyo nila
ทั้งหมด
mag-asawa.
40 บาท
ค่ะ
Okay.
40 baht, my love. Careful sa pera mo, baka mahulog. 60 yan. Salamat po. Ay, salamat
ขอบคุ
po.
ณครับ
โอเค
ขอบคุณ
ขอบคุณ
ค่ะ
ครับรอแป๊บนึง
ค่ะ สังขยามียังคะ
อ้าว
ลืมมาเอาอีก
ลืมอีก5 บาท
5 บาทด้วยนะ
Yeah.
ขอบคุณนะคะ
โอเค อันนี้เงินทอน5 บาทนะ
ขอบคุณค่ะ
thank you ครับ You're
ขอบคุณ
welcome
ค่ะ let's go Hi they have another one I think wait lang they don't have the ginger one come on ay hot na
Yeah.
hawakan mo para kay mama you hold for me love okay. You be a gentleman
Careful.
oh sorry ay is this the guy that we are supposed to buy from พี่ไปเอาชาเย็นได้ไหมคะiniwan na ako ng inumin ko let's move on the side meron din siopaw dito guys ayan o siopaw ito tayo na พี่เอาชาเย็นวันนิดหน่อยได้ไหมคะเท่าไหร่คะ
ชาเย็นเหรอ
ค่ะ
25 บาท
15 บาทanak
25 บาท
25 บาทโอเค
ใส่ถุงใส่แก้ว
ไซส์แก้วค่ะ
แป๊บนึงครับแป๊บนึง
โอเควันนิดหน่อยพี่
หวานน้อยใช่ไหม
ค่ะขอบคุณค่ะ so eto naman guys yung mga mobile na nagbebenta ng mga Thai inumin pinakamabenta talaga dito yung tinatawag na chayen or Thai tea so ganyan siya pag serve yun yan yung tsaa tapos lalagyan siya ng gatas asukal at yelo. So normally hindi ako bumibili sa mga ganito kasi grabe sila maglagay ng asukal at gatas. Pero okay na din kasi yung gamit nila na tsaa is authentic.
เขาเรียกนะกำลังจะไปเอากาแฟไปให้ลูกค้า
Condensed milk na sobrang dami. So mama is gonna gain like 10 kilograms
Yeah, pretty
in
much.
in 10 days.
If dad saw this, he'd think it was like a monster of sugar. Like, there's so much sugar in
I
it.
know. And a monster of ice.
Yeah.
So, ang gagawin natin dyan, antayin natin na mahalo yung yellow totally para hindi siya masyadong matamis. So, normally, mas gusto ko yung darker yung tsaa. Yan, masyado na yung matamis para sa akin. Pero sige, go. Kasi pag bumili ka niyan sa mga maayos na cafe talaga, magiging, magiging doble na yung presyo. Kapo na ka. Let's go, anak. There's one more thing na gusto ni mama. The local wala silang mangga na. I wanted to buy knock. I wanted to get watermelon pero mabigat man.
It's over there
Saan?
at the very
Ay,
side.
there's one in the market that I like.
Watch out, scan.
Watermelon. You have to buy watermelon.
Don't think they have.
This one, love. Gusto ko to.
Tonight.
Let's
Coconut?
buy. Yeah. What's this? Pwede ka. เอานี้กับหน้านี้ค่ะ1อันนี้ชื่ออะไรคะ
อันนี้ข้าวเหนียวหน้าตา
ข้าวเหนียว
หน้าตา
หน้าตา
หน้าปลาหน้า
นาป่าแล้วก็อันนี้ข้าวเหนียวกุ้งข้าวเหนียวกุ้งชริมข้าวเหนียวหน้าปลาใช่ไหมคะ
จ้า
ข้าวเหนียวหน้าปลาข้าวเหนียวกุ้งเท่าไหร่คะ20
You brought way too much money.
yeah okay lang I think I'm gonna get watermelon. You wait for me here, okay? Kapo na ka.
Going back?
Yeah, Oh, so red.
Full of juice.
You know your brothers love them.
Yeah, but they
Ano?
don't eat it cleanly.
50 baht or 100 pesos. Yung isa. Uy! Gang, tarin mo nga to, gang. Watermelon na.
Yung pagkita, ikaw pa nakakita.
O, ano nga nabili nyo?
Uy, ma'am, pre.
Okay. Ayan na, gang. Salamat. Ay, kapuna ka. Salamat talaga.
Why do you keep speaking
I
Filipino?
forget, love. Sorry lang. Pwede mag-sorry. Kao niyaw na pa. And this one is...
Oh. It's like,
เท่าไหร่คะ
30 บาทค่ะ
ค่ะ เอา30ได้ไหมคะ
เอา30
เอา
ได้ค่ะ
ร้อน
เอาแล้วร้อนจะมีข้าวโพดฟัก
it's
ทอง
corn with coconut.
ๆชื่ออะไรนะคะ อันนี้ชื่ออะไรคะ
อันนี้ข้าวโพดฟักทอง มันญี่ปุ่น เผือก ต้
เป
น
ลือก
หอม
เอาเปลือก
เอาเผือก
ค่ะ
อีก10 บาท
30 baht you have 10 baht ครับ
Me.
30 บาทได้เซเว่น
โอเค ค่ะ เปลือก
หมอไหม
ไม่ พอแล้วค่ะ
ยูวันทุกไทย
ไม่เป็นไรค่ะ
ไม่เป็นไรใช่ไหม
วันนี้เอาเปลือกก็ได้ค่ะ
โอเค
I think เปลือก is yum yung parang taro
อืม
taro no na may coconut ขอบคุณนะคะ
ขอบคุณค่ะ
let's go titikman namin to ni Zip eh i-taste test yes you have to try khao niao khao niao napa and khao niao cung Adik yan. Adik ka ba? Yan, wag mong tularan. Dito tayo, anak. I miss you ba? Can you believe that Mama is here?
Yes.
Huh?
Not quite.
Not quite. But you know, our country is not far. If you need Mama, I will fly like a superhero. You know, I told you, di ba?
Yes.
If you say, Mama, I need my mommy. Are you gonna say like that?
No.
No, na kay big boy ka naman. Mataas ka na kay mommy. You're taller than me, Gani.
Yeah.
Let's pass this way.
I'm taller than you, but
Walk properly, love. Don't walk like that.
I still
Always
feel
lift your feet.
short.
You know why? Because when we were younger, my mom and my dad, they hate it when we walk like this. When they can hear the sleeper hitting the ground. Because they said that's a walk for the lazy people. You have to know how to walk without noise. Nadala ko tuloy, guys, hanggang ngayon. Pag may mga staff na nagalakad ng ganyan, sabihan ko talaga mabigat masyado ang tsinelas mo. Nak, dito tayo. Uy, wait lang. You did not tell me how happy you are that your brothers and sister are here. Are you happy?
Yeah, 10 out of 10 happy.
10 out of 10 happy.
I'm going to be happier when I eat that yummy eggplant and egg.
You're happier. Happier daw siya kasi makain niya daw yung Pinoy food na paborito niya. Tortang talong. Tara na, guys. Ay,
Tortang
hindi ako
talong.
nagbili ng bagoong. Zip, hindi ako nagbili bagoong. Masarap yun for breakfast.
Be careful, slippery.
Okay.
Welcome on. What just... What does that mean?
Hug and kiss ka ba? Okay, mas miss ka ba ni Mami Shinshin? She wants to smell your boo-boo. She wants to smell your boo-boo kili-kili.
Hindi pa ako naglakaw di ay.
Bago lang.
Ang mga bata ba?
Bago lang yun, mga 5 minutes, 10 minutes.
Can I have some
It's coming.
Mom, can I wash my hands?
Yes. Nako, saan siya? Nako. Nak.
I still want to potty.
Go taste the soy sauce ko kahil daw. Kung gusto mo yun. I'll go get water.
Ay, guys, dito sa Thailand, pag bumibili ka dito ng mga pagkain, it's very normal na mapupuno ka ng plastic. They are big plastic user. Plastic number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, and number 6. Lahat ng bibilin mo naka-plastic. At pag bumili ka ng inumin, kung ayaw mong ilagay sa baso, laging nakaganito. So, makakapag-ipon ka ng plastic at saka lastiko. So, for our day 4, grabe guys, sunod-sunod. Talagang hindi ko pinapakawalan yung aking patong ko. Sangkaya, namtaho for breakfast. Pero ngayon, dadagdagan natin itong kanilang sana yung partner, nahulog ang pares niya. Uy, nahulog ang pares niya na ano. Ay, nakalagay na siguro sa loob. Ang aking kauniao napa and kauniao napa and kauniao kung. And ang isa pang traditional na kakanin dito, bulak. Kain tayo. Alright, alam ko pinakita ko na sa inyo guys, etong aking patong ko nung isang araw na may sangkaya o yung ating pandan dip and etong ating namtaho or soy milk or yung taho version ng Thailand. Today, ang ipapakita ko sa inyo ay etong napaka-interesting na traditional na kakanin nila worth 10 baht each or 20 pesos yung isa nito. So, ang tawag nito is kauniao or sticky rice sa atin. Para siyang suman. So, bubuksan ko para ma-imagine niyo. But what's the difference? The way it is presented. Binalot sa dahon ng saging na pa-triangle. Tapos, nilalak siya gamit yung parang stick or parang toothpick, no? And then, meron tayong pang toppings which is dito sa kabila, ito yung tinatawag nilang napa or para siyang dilis na may konting asukal at asin. Diba? Imagine niyo guys, maliliit na dilis. So, bubuksan natin to. Naglalaway na naman ako. So, sa loob ng dahon ng saging ay merong parang suman. Or ito yung tinatawag nilang cow niao. Lalagay natin yung ating toppings. At first, parang napaka-weird, no? Pero, pag open-minded ka, diba? Parang ano lang, parang money scam. Pyramiding scam. Yan. Ibubudbud mo yan sa taas. Yan. Talagang damihan natin para very generous. And then, kakainin natin siya. Sobrang interesting ng lasa. Alam niyo yung matamis na parang suman. Tapos meron kang makakagat na maliliit na dilis. Tapos meron konting bawang, may konting asin. At may asukal. Dagdagan natin. Dagdagan natin yung toppings. In fairness, ang sarap niya. Kamay na natin, guys. Mm.
Do you need no soda in the morning? Come here, Rod. Later. Come here. When the time comes, look at this, oh.
Sarap.
9, 10, 11, and when it's 11, you can
Ang next natin kakainin ngayon, eto siya guys. Paborito ko to pang merienda, pero pwede siyang pang breakfast. Ang tawag nila dito, black. Eto ay para siyang mixture ng harina na meron siyang tawag mo na to taro, or sa atin is parang gabi. Plus, to make it much more interesting at mas masarap, nilagyan po siya ng mga shredded coconut. Ayan. So, nakakita ninyo, very overloaded. So, niluluto siya dun sa parang lutuan ng takoyaki, yung pabilog. And then, ganito natin siya kakainin. Tama lang yung tamis niya, hindi masyadong matamis. Yeah, lasa niya parang pancake with a twist. Pero for me, mas masarap siya at mas traditional. Yung it will take you back sa probinsya, buhay probinsya, parang ganun.
Noon, nag-ibig ano niya sip mo? Masang mga colors sa mga bag? Siguro dili isa ka image ng ito.
Isang ganito na merong 7 pieces, 30 baht or 60 pesos. Isa pa lang busog na busog ka na. Masarap. You have to try this. Alright guys. Maayong hapon everyone. So wala na kaming update. Wala na kaming mga damit ng mga bata. So operation maglaba ay di biro tayo ngayong araw. At ang maganda dito sa Thailand, napakaganda ng weather. Kaya naman, madali nating nalalaban yung ating mga damit. At madali nating napapatuyo kasi whole year round halos sobrang init. So anyway, nagchika ako sa inyo about sa buhay ko dito sa Thailand. Ito, hindi pa ako nagbablog that time. That was 2011, 2012, and 2013. Yan yung pinakamahirap na part ng aking buhay as OFW. Kaya yung mga OFW, naiintindihan ko yan talaga ng sobra kasi galing ako dyan. Alam ko kung gaano kahirap, yung pangungulila, yung homesick mo, sobrang malala minsan, yung pagsisimula mo sa isang bansa to the point na talagang halos zero yung matitira sa'yo kasi alam mo naman sa kultura nating mga Pilipino, no? So 2011, napagdesisyon na namin ni Achi na papuntahin ako ng Thailand. So, yung may idea talaga ng pagpunta ng Thailand is si Achi during that time. May trabaho si Achi, meron siyang ipon. Alam niya, nag-graduate ako ng education course. Binook niya ako ng ticket, sinuportahan niya ako na makalabas ng Pilipinas. Wala namang problema, gusto ko din kasi I find na hopeless talaga during that time, no, sa Pilipinas. Sobrang hirap din ng buhay namin, yung bahay namin nakatagilid na. Nakakita na ba kayo guys ng bahay na nakatagilid? Ganon yung bahay namin, nakatagilid. Kaya sa lahat ng mga nakakakilala sa amin magkapatid, alam nila yung hirap ng buhay namin dati. At saka nakita nila kung paano namin ginapang talaga na at least ma-experience man lang namin na magawa yung mga bagay na never namin in-expect or never namin na-experience nung kami mga mga bata pa talaga. So, marami sa mga nakakakilala sa amin, nung mga bata pa kami, yung talagang halos sobrang proud sila or minsan hindi sila makapaniwala. Pero I think kung nakilala nyo kami ng mga kabataan namin, you would actually see or imagine na may pupuntahan talaga kaming magkakapatid kasi masyado kaming masyado kaming focus. Alam niyo yun, hindi kami basta-basta nadadala sa mga barkada, hindi kami basta-basta na gumagawa ng mga bagay na ginagawa ng ibang mga kabataan during that time. Wala rin kaming bisyo. Oh, diba? So anyway, nag-book si Achi ng ticket during that time parang ang mahal-mahal na ng 10,000, 15,000. That was 20, I think that was 2011 nga, binook yung ticket. So, nakalabas nga ako ng Thailand to make the long story shorter. Shorter. Kasi masyadong mahaba. Sa mga nagtatanong lang ha, kasi hanggang ngayon naman talaga, very common pa yung trabaho na teaching dito sa bansang Thailand. Kaya nga, minsan madami talaga yung na-offload kasi maraming mga record na pumupunta, lumalabas ng Pilipinas, hindi na sila bumabalik. Now, I don't want to talk about the policy ng Pilipinas when it comes sa paglabas mo at hindi mo pagbalik. I don't want to go there. I'm just going to share with you guys yung experience ko 2011 to 2012 and 2013 dito sa bansang Thailand na as OFW. Yan yung unang trabaho natanggap ko simula graduate ako ng Mindanao State University na education yung course ko. So 2011 for me was the hardest part. Syempre, never ako nakalabas ng General Santos City. Hello, mic test. So 2011, ang pinuntahan ko during that time, guys, may kakilala ako dito pero hindi talaga sinabi na super hands-on talaga sila at nasamahan ako nung naghanap ako ng trabaho dito sa Thailand kasi nga during that time may mga trabaho din sila. So pagdating ko ng Thailand, sobra akong na-homesick. Na-homesick talaga ako ng bongga. Kaya syempre, hindi ko man alam. First time ko nakalabas ng General Santos City. First time ko nakapatong ng Manila Airport. First time kong nagkaroon ng passport. First time kong nakasakay ng eroplano. In short, halos lahat yun first time. So, grabe talaga yung homesick na nangyari during that time. First few weeks ko sa Thailand, nahirapan ako kasi yung kultura nila para sa akin, sobrang bago. Imagine yung religion nila dito, Buddhism. Nakikita ko yung nila, yung kanilang mga statwa na wino-worship. Sobrang laki ng diferensya sa atin. Yung pagkain nila, sobrang maaanghang, tsaka ang dami nilang spices na hindi naman natin ginagamit. Yung salita nila, sobrang hirap pakinggan, mabilis sila magsalita para sa akin that time. Tapos, hindi ako familiar sa letters nila. Yung letters nila, hindi naman ABCD. May sariling letters yung Thailand. Kaya parang pagdating sa kultura, talagang na-culture shock talaga ako ng bongga. Yung mga main pagkain na culture shock ako doon, sa language nila, sa kanilang religion, sa tao in general, the way they look, para lang naman silang mga Pilipino. Pag hindi sila nagsalita, akalain mo mga Pinoy, no? Kasi pareho lang tayo halos ng height, pareho lang tayo halos ng mga features sa mukha, pareho lang din tayo halos ng balat, pero some of them, they already have mixed blood na more on sa maputi na balat, kaya makakita mo sila, mostly talaga maputi yung balat nila compared sa atin, pero pag tinignan mo, para lang din talagang mga Pinoy. Minsan nga yung mga Pinoy para lang din Thai, kaya nagkakalituhan minsan na pag nakita kami ng mga katutubo dito, yung mga Thai, no? Kasi ang tawag sa mga tao ng Thailand is Thai. Pag nakita nila kami, tapos hindi kami nagsalita, kakausapin nila kami ng lingwahe nila, and then masyashock sila kasi hindi pala kami nakakaintindi. Kasi hindi pala kami Pinoy. Kami namang mga Pinoy na nandito sa Thailand, pag nakita namin yung mga Thai, tapos hindi sila nagsalita, tapos feeling namin parang mukhang Pinoy, hindi muna kami magsasalita kasi nahiya kami, hindi kami kakausapin. Tapos aantayin muna namin na sila yung unang magsalita. Then pag napakinggan namin, oy Pinoy to, oy Thai to, ganun. Kaya kahit yung mga Pilipino dito, to be honest, yan talaga totoong sitwasyon. Kahit yung mga Pinoy dito, minsan nabibigla, uy Pilipino pala sila, uy mga Bisaya pala, uy mga Tagalog pala, ganun. Kasi talagang hindi mo malalaman, no? Hindi mo siya ma-obviousan talaga. Ngayon, my first year dito, naghanap ako ng trabaho. Wait lang guys. Kunin ko lang yung natitira ko ditong labahin saglit. Yung una kong ginawa nung dumating ako dito ay tinry ko yung online application. So hindi ko lang alam kung ganun pa din. I-update ko kayo for the next episode natin kung paano ba makapaghanap ng trabaho dito sa Thailand ngayong taong 2026 and kung gaano ba siya kahirap, ano ba yung must do's and must not do's, itatry ko. Depende sa experience ko. magiging experience ko. But like I said, let's talk about the past. Yung hirap ng buhay ko dito as OFW, and it actually helped and hone. It actually helped and contributed to who I am today. Lahat ng mga napagdaanan ko sa buhay ko, lalong-lalo na yung mga first few years ko sa una kong trabaho, which is abroad agad. Iniwan ko agad yung Pilipinas. Kung nagtatanong kayo bakit ko piniling iwan ng Pilipinas, kasi talagang napakahirap ng buhay doon, at saka education course, hindi ka agad-agad makakahanap ng trabaho. Plus, ang alam ko during that time, makahanap ka man, yun lang yung mga malalapit talaga, yung may mga connection during that time. Hindi ko ma-afford at hindi ko ma-imagine na hindi ako magkatrabaho after mag-graduate, kasi sobrang hirap talaga, guys, no? So again, yung first few months ko dito sa Pilipinas, dito sa Thailand, first few weeks pala, ako'y naghanap ng trabaho, online yung ginawa ko. Hindi muna ako nag-walk-in. Kasi syempre hindi ko alam yung language nila. Hindi ko alam paano ako sasakay. Hindi ko nga maintindihan yung pera nila. Talagang zero knowledge talaga ako sa bansang Thailand. Sobrang zero. Hindi ko man lang pinag-aralan. Wala man lang akong kilala dito na mag-guide. Wala man lang akong kilala na talagang magtuturo sa akin ba ng mga basic. Wala talaga. Kaya minsan iniisip ko, saan ba ako magsasampay? Dito na lang siguro. Kasi medyo mainit. Ayan. Ayan. Kaya iniisip ko dati na swerte yung mga pumupunta dito ngayon sa abroad na na may mga kilala sila, may mga kaibigan sila na nagtuturo sa kanila, nag-guide sila, at least kahit papano yung mga pang beginners lang, no? So wala talaga, guys, nag-apply ako online. Luckily, after 2 weeks, merong nag-reply. Meron kasing parang website kung saan pwede ka mag-apply online, mag-submit ka lang ng mga resume mo, submit ka lang talaga, basta nandito ka na sa Thailand, nandito ka na sa Thailand. Kasi mahirap pag wala ka dito sa Thailand, no? Submit ka lang ng resume mo, and then antayin mo lang mag-reply, ganun. So ngayon, sa lahat ng nasubmitan ko, merong nag-reply. Merong nag-reply na 1 or 2 or 3. So pinuntahan ko, ayan. So, pinuntahan ko siya during interview. Pinuntahan ko siya. Ang problema naman, nung pinuntahan ko siya, guys, talagang sobrang natakot naman ako kasi una, hindi nga ako nakakapagsalita ng language nila. Ilang beses ako parang iiyak kasi nakipagsapalaran ako na hindi enough yung pera ko. Nakipagsapalaran ako na wala akong kakilala. Nakipagsapalaran ako na wala akong ka-idea kung nasaan ako. So, kinapa ko talaga lahat. And then, during that time, dahil wala ngang pera, nagpa-public transport pa ako during that time. So, ngayon, pumunta ako sa mga interview, hanggang sa merong isang tumanggap sa akin, wala pang 1 buwan. So, during those years, sabi nila, maswerte pag nakahanap ka ng trabaho na wala ka pang 1 buwan na nakatambay sa Thailand. Kasi, kapag naubos yung libreng visa mo, let's say, ang libreng visa mo, once nakatuntong ka ng Thailand, may 30 days ka na pwede kang mag-ikot, maging tourist, ganun. Pag naubos yun at wala ka pang trabaho, kailangan mong lumabas ng bansa nang wala kang trabaho. So, pag naubos yun, pag lumabas ka ng bansa, may choice ka. Babalik ka pa ba o hindi ka babalik? Kung babalik ka, syempre sobrang gastos yun, diba? Pag hindi ka na babalik, tanggapin mo na talagang dun ka na lang sa Pilipinas, ganun. So, talagang sabi ko, going back home sa Pilipinas, hindi talaga option yun. So, ngayon, nakatanggap ako ng confirmation na ma-hire ako ng trabaho. Ito yung part na talagang pinakapangit na memory na dito sa buhay ko sa Thailand. Sobrang pangit na memory talaga. Na every time I remember those memory, it sometimes it reminds me na some people are very mean. The world can be mean. Pero, the fact na pag ikaw palaban ka kasi, hindi ka basta-basta mag-give up. Okay? Ngayon papasok dito yung kwento ng pangloloko sa akin ng mga katutubo. So, hindi ko sinasabi na lahat sila dito manloloko. Parang sa Pilipinas din, may manloloko, may mabait. Nagkataon during that time, yung nakilala ko, yung nakasama ko sa trabaho, may pagkamanloloko. Okay? So, ang nangyari, ang trabaho pala, hindi siya direct hire. you guys. Hindi po siya direct hire, siya ay para siyang under sa agent na trabaho. So, ang ibig sabihin nun, may agency na nakakita ng resume ko. Ang trabaho ng agency, sila yung maghahanap ng mga eskwelahan na naghahanap ng teacher na pwedeng magturo ng English. Tapos, pag yung agency nakahanap ng teacher, dadali ng agency yung teacher na yon dun sa eskwelahan, and then i-arrange niya na ito yung trabaho mo, ganito yung magiging sweldo mo, etong titirhan mo, ganito, ganyan. And then, in return, babawasan nila yung sahod mo every single month. During that time, guys, ang sahod ko napakababa kasi syempre 2011, tas bagong salta ka pa. Parang naalala ko yung sahod ko yata nasa 15,000 baht lang. And during that time, yung 15,000 baht parang nasa 20,000 to 25,000 pesos. Malaki na siya. 'Di ba? Kung iisipin, kaysa sa wala kang trabaho sa Pilipinas, nakatambay ka. So, sinagad ko yun, guys. Kahit na sa probinsya, ang pinakauna kong naging trabaho sa Thailand, 2011 to 2012, sa probinsya na sobrang layo sa Kabihasnan. Ako lang mag-isa yung foreigner sa buong paaralan. Public school siya, pero kailangan merong English teacher. Nasa taas ata. So, ako lang mag-isa yung foreigner, walang ibang foreigner. Lahat ng mga katutubo nandun, mga estudyante, mga teacher, limit lang yung English. Yung pagkain nila, very traditional. Wala akong kilala dun sa probinsya na yon. Hanggang sa may napuntahan akong simbahan na may mga Filipinos. Pero it did not feel like home for me. Hindi siya felt like home para sa akin. Calbi, doon tayo maligo sa taas. Turn off. Turn off kayo mag-standby ang water. Turn off mo kayo mag-standby ang tubig, nak. The water, yung kanal ba, hindi maayos. Ay, hindi, doon tayo sa taas lahat. Doon tayo sa taas lahat. Ngayon, nagsimula ako ng trabaho ko, iniwan na ako ng agent, guys. Ang ginawa ngayon, kinausap pala ng head of department ng English department. Etong head ng, ayan ka na naman, nag-usap na tayo kagabi, and you promised me you're going to listen. Now you're already wet. Finish up your showering. Now, how are you gonna get soap? No, I'm not gonna get. We already talked last night ba ya? So, ngayon, kinunsyaba pala nitong head of department ng school na pinagtrabahuan ko, yung agent, na sabi niya, siya daw bahala sa akin, pero yung sweldo ko daw, idadaan dapat dun sa head department. Syempre, wala pa akong kaalam-alam, hindi ko naintindihan yung language. Sila yung nag-arrange nang wala ang pahintulot galing sa akin. In-arrange nila. So, ang ginawa, yung head department na matandang babae na parang witch, if I can remember, hanggang ngayon hindi ko makakalimutan yung mukha niya. Naiinis nga ako kasi hindi ko nakakalimutan yung mukha niya. Pero baka ngayon patay na yun kasi matanda na siya. At saka para po siyang impacta. Naiinis ako sa kanya kasi parang pinagsamantalahan niya yung fact na wala akong kaalam-alam. So, ang ginawa niya, instead na papiliin ako ng apartment na ako lang, tinira niya ako sa bahay niya. Babae siya na matanda, siya lang din mag-isa. Tinira niya ako sa bahay niya, sa isang kwarto na available sa bahay niya kasi malaki yung bahay niya. Siya yung pumipili ng pagkain, siya yung lahat-lahat, halos siya. Pero hindi ko nga alam yung arrangement. Akala ko ganun talaga kasi wala akong kamuang-muang. Ngayon, na-realize ko siya, mga first, second, third, mga 3 months ko bago ko na-realize yung laro ng head department na ang ginawa pala, parang pinatira ako dun sa bahay nila. And then siya yung gagastos ng pagkain, pamasahe, pero sinasabay niya na ako papuntang eskwelahan. Parang ang ginagawa niya, lahat ng gasto sa akin niya binabawas. Okay? So, ang natitira sa sahod ko, from 100%, binabawas niya sa sahod ko, nasa 75%. Tinitiran niya lang ako ng 25% sa sahod ko. And then, halos, hindi nga 25%, parang 15% na lang yung tinitiran niya sa sahod ko. Yun na lang yung natitira. Ipinapadala ko pa yun sa Pilipinas during that time. Kasi ang dami-daming gastos, yung maraming binayaran. Siyempre, binayaran ko din yung gastos ni ate, yung pang-allowance ko for how many weeks na nandito ako, diba? So, maya-maya, sabi ko, okay, naintindihan ko na, ayoko ng ganito. Alam nyo guys, nung sinabihan ko yung may nakilala din akong kaibigan na nakita nila na parang tinatraidor ako ng mismong kadugo nila. Ngayon, sabi niya, ganito na lang, magbukod ka na lang, kuha ka na lang ng apartment kasi hindi naman pwedeng ganyan na wala na natitira sa sahod mo. So, nung sinabi ko dun sa head department na yung purpose ko na yung purpose ko na kailangan kong tawag nito, magbukod na kasi nga medyo may gusto naman akong lugar na tirahan, may napili naman akong parang apartment, tsaka gusto kong magtipid ng pera, doon nagalit yung head department. So, ang ginawa nung department head, baliktad, ang ginawa nung department head, guys, ako lang yung mag-isang English teacher. Nagustuhan ako ng mga bata na sa pagtuturo ko. May mga kaibigan akong ibang mga katutubo kasi yung tawag namin sa mga Thai dito, native, 'di ba? So ngayon, nagustuhan nila ako, pero nung sinabi ko sa kanya na aalis na ako sa poder niya, kasi napansin ko, inuubos niya nga yung aking sahod, dun siya nagalit. Okay, nagalit siya, guys. Sa sobrang galit niya at ang ginawa niya, sinaraan niya ako ng bongga dun sa school coordinator. So, ang sabi niya sa school coordinator, gumawa siya ng report, written report na nakita ko. Sinulat niya doon na ang bastos ng ugali ko, hindi daw ako marunong mag-good morning sa kanya, bastos daw yung ugali ko sa kanya, ganun lahat. So, nakita nung kaibigan ko na katutubo, grabe yung iyak niya. Hindi niya akalain na ang sama pala ng ugali nitong department head. To the point na magsisinungaling siya ng ganun. Kasi lahat ng sinulat niya, hindi totoo. So, tinanggalan ako ng trabaho. Pero, nung pagtanggal niya sa akin ng trabaho, guys, hindi siya effective agad. Siyempre, wala pa din akong kaalam-alam, hindi ko pa rin malaban yung rights ko, 'di ba? Ngayon, hindi agad-agad, parang pinagtrabaho pa ako ng mga 3 buwan or 4 or 6 na buwan. So, during that time, tumira ako sa parang isang maliit na apartment sa probinsya. Naalala ko pa, guys, parang lumang building siya. Nasa 2nd floor ako. Ngayon, walang gamit kasi hindi ko pa afford bumili ng gamit. Kinakapa ko pa yung buhay ko dito sa Thailand. Ang ginawa ko that time, pumunta ako sa isang maliit na, yung parang palengke. Bumili ako yung lahat ng mga cheapest na mga pinakamurang hanger, pinakamurang balde, pinakamurang tabo, pinakamurang basket, pinakamurang banig. Lahat pinakamura. Tapos sa floor lang ako natutulog. Isang square lang siya talaga. Wala akong kilalang mga Filipino, wala akong kilalang mga, sobrang hirap ng buhay ko that time. Sobrang, tawag nito, homesick. Na-homesick ako ng bongga. Tapos, hindi pa komportable kasi yung nabili ko, yung nirentahan ko na apartment, guys, wala siyang aircon kasi talagang parang yung lowest of the low. Ay, ang weather sa Thailand sobrang init. Kaya talagang pinagpapawisan ako sa araw-araw na ginawa ng Diyos. For the first, 1 year ng buhay ko dito sa Thailand. So, nagalit siya sa akin, yung mga estudyante na parang sobrang sip-sip kasi siya sa mga estudyante na high school. Yung mga high school naman, sobrang sip-sip sa kanya. One day, pinuntahan nila ako dun sa apartment. Nagtataka ako, bakit? Kasi ang alam ko, itong mga batang to, very close dun sa matandang impacta. Ngayon, ang ginawa pala ng mga bata, chinismis sa kanya kung saan ako nakatira during that time. That's okay. You just fold. Fold mo. No, fold outside, going out. Fold going out. Yes. So, ang ginawa pala ng impacta, pina-check niya pala dun sa mga estudyante para pagsabihan ako na pangit naman ang tirahan mo dito, ganun. Kasi parang wala talaga, hindi mo talaga ako masasabi na maldita, hindi ako palaban kasi wala nga akong alam, hindi ko din alam yung language nila. Pero may naiintindihan na ako. Tawag nito, ang pangit ng tirahan mo dito, teacher, sabing ganun, ba't ka pa lumipat, okay na sana yung buhay mo doon. Sabi ko, no, ayoko doon kasi kailangan ko magtipid ng pera, sige, ganun. And then wala na, hindi ko na nararamdaman yung trabaho, yung lugar, yung mismo. And then sabi ko, okay lang, so binigyan pa ako ng parang 4 na buwan, basta meron akong enough time para maghanap ng next ko na pagtatrabahuan. So basically, palpak yung first year ko sa Thailand. Sobrang malungkot, grabe yung homesick. Niloko pa ako ng agency. Yung agent mismo. Ang ginawa ng agent, sabi niya, sige, aayusin ko yung visa mo. Hindi ko alam, may Boplax pala yung agent na yun, guys. Pinadala niya ako sa Lao. Yung Lao, 12 hours away na bansa, kalapit bansa ng Thailand. Pagdating doon, mali-mali pala yung mga documents. So, nagastos ako, hindi ko din alam na dapat siya pala yung gagastos nun. Gumastos ako, nagbayad ako, wala akong alam, niloko talaga ako ng bongga. Hindi ko nakuha yung papers, yung visa ko. Bumalik ako na may problema ulit yung visa. So, ang dami kong problema that time kasi sabi ko, pag wala akong visa, hindi ako pwede dito sa bansang to kasi baka mamaya ma-TNT tayo, ganyan. At during that time, nakikipag-chat ako kay Atshi. Sabi ko, ang hirap ng buhay ko dito. Nakakalungkot, homesick, parang gusto ko nang umuwi. Parang mababaliw ka. Alam niyo sinong kasama at sandalan ko during that time para lang hindi ako mabaliw? lagi kong sinasabi sa inyo, si Maring Jessica Soho lang talaga, guys. Si Jessica Soho lang talaga yung kasama ko dito sa Thailand noong mga first few years ko dito. Kasi kung hindi talaga, mababaliw ka talaga. Jessica Soho has a certain comforting voice na nawawala yung aking pagka-homesick. So ngayon, good thing ay nagkaroon ako ng trabaho, tamang-tama nung natapos yung aking kontrata. Talagang totally na ako na last day na dito sa paaralan na pinakaunang pinagtrabahuan ko. Pero grabe guys, hanggang ngayon, 15 years ago na ba? Yes, should be 15 or 13 years ago. Kasi 9 to 10 years ako nandito 9 to 10 years ako sa Thailand. So, hindi pala, more than that pala. Kasi 2011, 2026, 15 years in total. Hindi ko pa rin talaga makalimutan how I struggled on my first year. How I really fought my way na magustuhan yung pagkain. How I really tried to grasp the language pero hindi ko makuha-kuha. How I tried to feel at home pero hindi ko talaga na-feel. So, imagine yung hirap. That was my first year dito sa Thailand na parang every time na naaalala ko yon, tapos nasa Pilipinas na ako ngayon, and then may nakikita akong gustong mag-abroad or nasa abroad, I feel for them. Alam ko, they fought their way wherever they are sa mga panahon na to. So, heads up at salute sa lahat ng mga OFW. I know, bago nyo nadating kung nasaan kayo ngayon, ang laki din ng mga pinagdaanan ninyo, ang hirap ng pinagdaanan ninyo, ang daming luha, ang iniyak ninyo, ang daming yung sinakripisyo, at sa mga OFW na kakasimula nyo pa lang, huwag kayong mag-alala. Sabihin nyo sa sarili ninyo at maging mantra ninyo na this too shall pass. Everything is temporary. Hindi sa lahat ng araw maghihirap kayo. So, kung yan ang isa sa way para maabot nyo yung pangarap nyo, fight for it. Okay, huwag kayong basta-basta mag-give up. Be there, take the blow of your choices. Tanggapin mo kahit na mahirap. Take it as a part of learning. Take it as a step, a step to reach your goal. Yun lang yung magiging advice ko sa inyo. I'm going to tell you guys the second year and third year of my life dito sa Thailand kung saan mahirap siya pero I had to do it. And then on the third year, nag-decide si Achi na pumunta ng Thailand para maging teacher. At dalawa na kaming nakipaglaban na hindi mabuang. Dalawa na kaming nakikinig kay Jessica Soho. So again, masyadong mataas pag ilalagay ko dito lahat. Sasabihin ko sa inyo on the next episode natin. Much love, Princess Giga.